News 40 presents the Suncoast's first weekly sports wrap-up show, Sports Final.
Welcome to Sports Final. I'm Kevin Benjamin. Thanks for joining us. We begin with the defending NBA champion Chicago Bulls meeting the Indiana Pacers in the decisive 7th game of the Eastern Conference Finals. Could the Pacers, with Larry Bird at the helm, dethrone the world champs? Onto the action from the United Center. Welcome to the jungle. Do or die. Pacers coming out strong. Dale Davis inside for the jam. Mark Jackson, the veteran, for 3. Oh yeah, Indy by 10. But of course, there's Michael Jordan. He hits the fadeaway right there. Chicago 48-45 at the break. In the second half, his name is Tony Kukoc, and he was hot, nailing them from all angles on the floor. Kukoc with 21 points on the day. Late in the game, Jordan missing 2 key free throws here. Bulls, though, by 2. Indiana couldn't tie it as Kukoc again hits it. Chicago by 4 after that. You got to give credit to Larry Bird. He did a heck of a job with the Pacers, but he couldn't knock off the Bulls. The final, 88-83. The Bulls win the series 4 games to 3.
When we first came out, I could sense everybody was a little nervous, a little tense. But somehow when we got back in the ball game, we knew we were in a fight, but we knew we had a chance too.
Every time I got the ball, I needed just a little bit of time to get it off. They started the game posting me up with the Dale Davis, and on the other side, I got to try to take the advantage of outside. And it worked for them early. It worked for us in the third quarter.
We had them right where we wanted. We wanted to stay close, and just knew that Smiths or Reggie would come through for us. But, you know, there's just not much we can do when they beat us on the boards like that.
Got to give credit to Larry Bird. Did a heck of a job. As I said, Bulls win 88-83 to take Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Final. Chicago wins the series 4 games to 3, and they'll take on the Utah Jazz for the NBA championship, actually. Yeah, that starts on Wednesday. Let's go to Major League Baseball action. The Devil Rays and Mariners from Tropicana Field. Already 1-0 Seattle when Bobby Smith unloads one to left center. Mike Kelly scores. Smith with the RBI double to even the game at 1 apiece. In the 3rd inning, Ken Griffey Jr. ropes it to center. That'll score Joey Cora, and the Mariners take a 2-1 lead. In the 4th inning, 3-1 Seattle. Rob Ducey sends it deep. A solo shot, now 4-1. Mariners on top. 2 batters later. Joey Cora. My Sharona, sing it. Another solo shot makes it 5-1 Seattle. 5th inning now, 7-1. When Tim Laker breaks his bat, grounder, easy double play. Nope. They botch it. 1 run scores. That makes it 7-2 Seattle. Then it's Junior. He cranks out a deep blast to center. Wow. His 19th homer of the year. That was the show for the weekend. 11th Mariners. They go on to win the final on the board, 11-6. 6 homers for Seattle today. The Rays host the Mariners. Actually, the Rays host the Rangers tomorrow night. Get that straight. The Indians take Toronto. The White Sox win. Frank Thomas going deep. The Rangers roll over Baltimore. The Red Sox big over the Yanks. KC beats the A's, and the Angels edging the Twinkies. On to the Marlins and the Brewers from Milwaukee. It's all about fun, folks. And this guy right here is having it. Mike Matheny, that's gone for a 2-run shot, and the Brewers lead at 3-2. But the Fish swim back. Mike Redmond, he's an all-star, unloading on a solo shot to tie the game at 3, then tied at 6th in the 8th. Fernando Vina, easy double play, it would seem. But the Marlins messed that one up. The game-winning run scores the final on the board, 7-6. The Brewers have won 5 straight. The Mets stop Philly. The Pirates take Le Expo. The Braves get by. Actually, they get bit by the Cubs. The Rockies beat the Astros. The Reds edge LA. The Padres drop St. Louis. And the Giants, they take the Snakes, the Diamondbacks. If you haven't been to a Tampa Bay Devil Rays game, here's some pointers to help you out. Get there about an hour before the game and bring your glove for batting practice. That's when you can catch a ball hit by one of the pros. News 40's Craig Mish brought his glove to the Devil Rays game on Friday night, and boy, was he lucky.
I think one of the dreams of every sports fan is News 40 Sports.
I want that ball. On to the College World Series in Omaha, Nebraska. Florida State versus Long Beach State. Mike Martin looking on, already 1-0. Seminoles when Matt Diaz lets it rip for a 3-run shot. And the Noles are up 4-0. Long Beach State, though, comes back. Jason Yount going deep. That goes to the cornfields. 4-1, Florida State still ahead. Then Long Beach State ties it up here. Mike Hoda with a 2-run single, and that evens the game at 4. Florida State do not score anymore as Long Beach State goes on to win the final 7-4. Let's go to the Hurricanes and Arizona State. It's Andrew Beinbrink who sends it deep, and this is a 2-run shot. Arizona State leading 2-zip after that. Then more Sun Devils offense. Jeff Phelps connects to right center. This will fall. 2 runs will score. 6-0 Arizona State after that. The Canes finally get on the board here. Pat Burrell scoring 2 off the base knock. That makes it 6-2 State. The Sun Devils hang on to win, though, the final 9-2. On the board, with Miami's loss, they'll play in an elimination game on Tuesday versus Long Beach State, and Florida State, well, they go home. The Noles ending the season at 53-20. Just a reminder, the Gators play tomorrow night versus Southern California at 7:30. That game is on ESPN. Still more to come here on Sports Final. When we come back, we'll hit the ice with the Red Wings and Stars, a little playoff hockey action. Also, we'll hit the NASCAR track at Dover Downs. That and more in just a minute. Be right back.
Well, the South loves trucks.
Late night tonight on WWSB Channel 40.
Welcome back to Sports Final. Time for NHL playoff hockey. Today, the defending Stanley Cup champion Detroit Red Wings met the Dallas Stars in Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals onto Joe Louis Arena in the Motor City. Pick it up with Vladimir Konstantinov on hand for the game. Good to see him getting out and about. Red Wings and Stars, of course. Detroit scores first. Kurt Maltby hits it on the breakaway. 1-zip Wings lead. It was 2-1 Detroit when Dallas ties it here. Sergei Zubov rips one from the blue line, all even at 2. But Detroit breaks the tie here. The deflection by Slava Kozlov. Score it. Wings win and take Game 4 of the final on the board, 3-2. With that win today, the Red Wings now lead the series 3-1. They're 1 win away from going to their 2nd straight Stanley Cup Finals. Game 5 is set for Wednesday in Big D. On to PGA golf action at the Memorial. It is Ernie Els with the sweet putt here on 13. He reads it perfect for the eagle. Els, though, ending way back at 7 under. The man, Fred Couples, on fire. Couples, in a nutshell of highlights here. He led most of the way, shooting a 69 today. It's the 2nd win for Freddie this year. He ends at 17 under. 4 shots over Andrew McGee. Senior Tour, Larry Nelson wins the Pittsburgh Classic. LPGA, Rochester Classic. Rain today, they'll finish tomorrow. Rosie Jones leading that one. On to tennis. At the French Open, top seed Martina Hingis doing pretty well in this one. She beats Anna Smashnova. Great tennis name, 6-1, 6-2 to advance to the quarterfinals. Also advancing is American Venus Williams. She takes down Henrietta Nagyova, 6-1, 6-3. Hingis will next meet Venus Williams, who's right there. That should be a great match. Sarasota's Monica Seles also advancing, as does Lindsay Davenport. Men's side, Marcelo Rios, Carlos Moya, and former champ Tomas Muster also advancing. On to auto racing action. Little NASCAR at Dover Downs, Platinum 400, Randy LaJoy. This bud's for you, Randy. Gets rocked. Boom. Can I get some unleaded with that, please? About 10 bucks worth. It wasn't enough for Jeff Gordon, though. In the end, number 88, Dale Jarrett, takes the checkers. He wins the Platinum 400 in his Ford Taurus. Jeff Burton is 2nd, Jeff Gordon is 3rd. It's Jarrett's 17th career victory. On to kart racing action. At the Miller 200 in West Allis, Wisconsin, Michael Andretti and Patrick Carpenter. Touch Carpenter spinning out. Jimmy Vassar will win this one. He was right on target, driving the target car. Elio Castro Neves is 2nd. Alan Jr. is 3rd. On to DeSoto Speedway in Manatee County for some local racing from last night. This is footage of the street stock race in which Dan Hall won. Other winners, Jimmy Alvis, open wheel modified, Todd Bontranger, late model, pure stock, Gus Corson, novice stock, Danny Baker, and mini stock, Jeff Gilbo. Catch all the action next Saturday night at DeSoto Speedway. No one was hurt in this race. And of course, thanks again to our own Bob Culbertson for providing us this awesome video from Manatee County, DeSoto Speedway. That does it for Sports Final this Sunday evening. From all of us at WWSB Channel 40, have a great week. I'm Kevin Benjamin. Good night, everyone.